We just can't get away from these storms, guys. You see that behind me? The wind just picked up like crazy. There's a what?
A tornado, see it?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see, there's actually 2 tornadoes now.
Guys, mark positions on shore.
Yep. We're turning right now. Everyone watch land, watch here. Just hoping we don't drag, guys. I really don't want to drag. It's really cold. Sorry, the camera might be shaky. I'm shivering. Holy. 49. 49. It was at like 50. Oh geez, lightning right over there.
Streak?
Yeah, huge streak right there. You can see the tornado over there.
We got 50. What do you want me to say? 50.
Tornado right there. Might be a...
Eye on that. Almost piling.
Yep. I think we just caught right now. What the heck? Wow, look at the waves. Oh man, it's so cold, guys. Oh wait, no, we just caught again. I felt it. But our position kind of changed.
I know.
See that water, guys? Look at that. Holy
Let that just
crap.
slide down. You need to get over that, honey. Come on over.
The paddleboard just almost took off. Me and Petey saved the paddleboard and the surfboards, but we lost the paddle for the paddleboard, guys. It just sent. Yeah, jeez. Think it's still attached? Yes. Alright, we're straightening out, Oh no, we're
still holding it. Okay. Good. Yeah, and my point's right on you. Yeah, let's get up close to maybe that like concrete building up there. Guys, okay? He's gonna try and get up really close to that concrete building up there. It's coming over here. Feels good.
And that is how you drop the anchor in each storm.
Are you holding up? You okay? You don't like storms? Worse is when it's dark, or it's almost dark and you're going into like storms. That's well, guys, so far the only thing we've lost is
Our stand-up paddleboard's paddle.
oh, we lost a Lucy.
One Lucy or all of them? One.
Oh, they're all next to you. Those held on. One. Okay, that's okay.
All right, we're going into the night now, guys. Dad, what did your predict winds say?
It says it's like really light, like 5 mile an hour winds, something like that, 3 mile an hour winds.
That's
Not bad.
crazy. Right now, actually, the wind kind of chilled out. It's in the teens. I haven't seen it go out of the teens. I don't know if you guys can see. We're hitting like 19 right now has been our top as the night approaches. But it's scary out here because there is no lights on land. We are the Berry Islands. Man, look at that. Pitch blackness. So my dad has an anchor alarm set, and that's kind of our only hope. Yes, if things go south again, or I should say north, because that was the direction of that wind. Oh, that was scary, guys. That was really scary. Ethan, how you doing?
That was the craziest thing I've ever been through.
Yeah, there's been some crazy times. Petey, make the top 5 scary list.
crazy.
And nothing.
It's pretty crazy.
Nothing compares to you.
Mom, how could you be singing right now? No.
That's all I can do to get by. That was absolutely terrifying, and I just want to say I love all of you guys so much, and I just want to hug you guys and never let go.
Yeah. Well, it's not over yet. It's sad to say, but it's not. This stinking Chris Parker guy. What did he say? Like 2 a.m. storms or something tonight?
Yeah, I think there's another system coming through.
Seriously, still? Oh, I thought that was it.
Check it.
Yeah.
Unless this was it. Well, let's check Weather Channel because I don't have Chris Parker. We'll hear Chris Parker from someone
Okay,
else.
okay, that looks.
Oh, thunderstorms developing after midnight. We have way better weather apps. This is just our quick one that I go on.
I mean, we did reset the anchor though, so we definitely feel a lot better about that. We got 120 feet of chain out right now. That's including the bridle, so yeah, that should help us out a lot. So yeah, it's an update.
These storms throughout the night. I'm not seeing any wind overnight, Pete, over 10. Like nothing over 10 on here. I have no idea what that was that just came through.
That was God saying, no, you can't go back to the U.S.
Oh.
Also,
Or maybe he's trying to tell us
Or he's like, stay in the Bahamas, don't.
he's trying to kick us out.
Or yeah, or he's trying to kick us out.
Yeah.
There are many different scenarios that could go down.
Definitely not the stay one.
thank God that we didn't have a hatch open. That would have been ripped off.
Yeah. Our poor paddle just, it was...
No, that's a shame.
It
I don't know.
launched and I saw it
Yeah.
go so
I had to
far,
stop.
and then like 5 minutes later, it was next to our boat.
Yeah.
It came
Yeah,
back.
you know what? Tomorrow
wasn't-
when we wake up, maybe it'll be on shore.
Yeah, who knows? I couldn't really record this in the moment because I had my hands full. The paddleboard and the surfboards ripped out of like the little bungee holder that we have them in, and surfboards came right at me, caught those, brought that in. Me and Petey got the paddleboard in, but the paddle of the paddleboard probably launched 20 feet in the air. It was crazy looking. It just said, "Goodbye, Coco." It just went out to that ocean. Never gonna see that thing again, but yeah. Small price to pay for a storm. And there is no better way to ride out a storm than with some fresh oatmeal. Isn't that right, guys? Alright guys, it's about 9 o'clock. The wind has consistently been at about 13, 14. Yeah, so we're gonna try and get some rest. If it kicks up again, we'll be back on it though. I don't know if it's gonna pick up. Never know. These forecasts are all over the place right now. They're calling for storms at like 4 a.m. again, I think, or some rain at least, but never know what that could turn out to be. Alright, we'll get some rest. So last night, guys, the wind actually dropped to only 4 knots, so we were able to get some sleep. But we woke up this morning and it looks like we're getting another storm. So yeah, that's what's happening. This one doesn't look as bad, but you never know. We're just a little bit more prepared this time. Starting to feel some rain right now. Okay, that storm looks like it passed us. This is a good thing, that's the second storm. But the first storm sadly brought some damage to our starboard keel. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like underwater right now. It's pretty bad. There's like a hole about the size of a baseball. So yeah, let's go and check that out. Well, that pretty much guarantees Coco a trip to the boatyard. Yeah, it sucks. My dad is gonna tell us what happened to the keel and how did it happen. All right, I don't know if this is exactly what happened. This is just like kind of my theory. So we're anchored in, say, about 7 feet of water, right? And
Yep.
what did we let? We let out 50, 60 feet of chain.
50 to start.
50
That was
to
when the
start.
storm hit us. We had 50 feet out.
All right, so 7 feet of water, and we had 50 feet out. So we're looking at like 7-to-1 ratio, which
Yeah.
which should be good, right? Maybe not for the squall that we had. Probably definitely want like 10-to-1. But we had no idea what we were about to get hit with. What I think happened was our sail bag. If you ever seen our sail bag, it's pretty massive. The way that our mainsail drops, it's on like a car system, this Harkin car and track system that goes up our mast. Those cars come down and they stack on top of each other when you drop the mainsail, and they stack pretty high, which makes when we cover our sail with our sail bag has to actually be pretty big. It's stacked pretty big, right? So what happened was when that wind started kicking, our boat started to kind of wander on the anchor a little bit, and then it started to actually sail. The sail bag
acted like a sail. The boat sailed forward into the wind, almost like it was close hauled. And when we sailed forward, the anchor, I think, moved back. Since it was so shallow, I mean, we have a 4-foot draft, so the bottom of our keels are only 3 feet from the seafloor. Instead of laying down on the ground like it normally would in deeper water, it was taut. It was like there was a lot of tension on it, and it went around the outside of our starboard keel, and that pulled our chain really tight and wrapped that keel and took a chunk out of the back edge of it. It doesn't, there's no like breach of water or anything. Otherwise we'd definitely notice it. There's no bubbles coming up out of it or anything, as you've seen from the video. So it's a pretty straightforward, simple repair. Just lay some glass and sand it all out. Put some barrier coat and repaint it. Find a yard to haul it out at and get that done.
Scary stuff, guys. My fear is that if we don't get back to the US quick enough to get to that boat yard, I don't know if like the salt water or something will break it down, make that hole bigger.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, it's raw fiberglass exposed, right?
Yeah.
That's never good, so it has to be dried out real good. Check to see if there's any water intrusion into the layers of glass. Hopefully not. If so, then we just gotta do a ton of sanding.
That's the boat life right there. Sanding, just so much sanding.
Yeah. They don't tell you that.
No. Still pretty windy out here now. It's in the teens, which isn't near as bad as yesterday, but still pretty windy. Yeah. Alright, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this real-time update of Coco pushing through some heavy storm. Alright, see you guys on the next one.